Ladies and gentlemen, let me start with a question nobody wants to answer. If your excuses were money, how rich would you be today? Some people would already be billionaires. Every day, they churn out excuses like a factory. I'm tired. Stressed? I'll start next week. Next month? Next year. Here's the harsh truth. Excuses have never paid a single bill in human history. Your internet bill doesn't care about your overthinking. Rent doesn't lower itself because life was rough this week. Electricity doesn't stop running because you're not in the mood. Life is brutally honest. It only respects action. Look at Mr. Beast. He started making videos on a broken laptop in his bedroom. He didn't wait for the perfect camera or ideal setup. He used what he had. Today, he's the biggest YouTuber on earth. Imagine if he said, "I'm not ready yet." He'd still be sitting in that bedroom. Dreaming instead of building $10 million challenges, there are people out there driving for Kareem, delivering food, freelancing, running tiny businesses, editing videos on phones, selling pre-loved clothes on Instagram. Same stress, same pressure. The difference? They stopped negotiating with life. Some say, "I can't work now. Things are tough." That's exactly why you should work. Look at Virat Kohli. When he lost form, critics tore him apart. He had thousands of excuses available. Pressure, criticism, mental load, but he didn't use any. He shut out the noise, fixed his mindset, and came back stronger because excuses don't score centuries' life. Doesn't give discounts in tough times. It gives more bills. Look at anyone who built themselves from nothing. Young entrepreneurs, creators, athletes, coders, designers, they all share one trait. They were tired, scared, broke, but they showed up anyway. They didn't wait for perfect moods, approvals, or circumstances. Let me tell you a story. I met a young man who wanted to start a business. Every month, he said, "The market isn't good. Maybe next month." 6 months passed. The world changed. But he didn't. Meanwhile, his bills never waited. How many of us do the same? Set an alarm for 6 a.m., snooze to 6:05, then 6:10, and by 11 a.m., you're scrolling reels of people waking. Up at 4 a.m. while you're wrapped in guilt. Like a burrito, we delay goals but never delay ordering food. I'll think about it versus pizza deliver now. Funny, right? But every small excuse quietly stacks into big consequences. Excuses make you feel comfortable for 5 minutes, but bills punish you for months. Excuses grow with you. When you're young, it's "I'm tired." Later, "I have responsibilities." Then, "I have no choice." The words change, the result stays the same. Time isn't the problem, it's priority. Look at Billie Eilish. She recorded her first songs in her bedroom. No big studio. No perfect setup. Just action. That small step changed her life. Opportunities don't knock loudly, they whisper. Protect your excuses, and you won't hear them. I once met a young woman who wanted to be a graphic designer. She said, "My laptop is old. I'll start when I upgrade." Meanwhile, a boy using a secondhand phone was editing daily, improving every day. One waited. One acted. Guess who succeeded? Excuses also make you overestimate tomorrow. I'll be motivated tomorrow. Discipline tomorrow. Focus tomorrow. Tomorrow's not a strategy, it's a trap. Life changes when you replace tomorrow with now. Picture this. 2 people start at the same point. One takes a tiny step every day. The other waits for the perfect day. 1 year later, the difference isn't small anymore. One is far ahead. One is still waiting. Your bills won't wait, and neither will your future. We are all masters of tiny. Funny excuses, skipping workouts, delaying emails, ignoring studying. They feel harmless, until months of later pile up into missed opportunities, unfinished projects, wasted time. Every excuse has a cost. Life collects eventually through bills, stress, and lost chances, not words. Stop hiding behind excuses. Stop waiting for perfect moments. Start today with what you have, where you are. Small steps compound into massive results. Show up every single day. The promotions don't wait. Only the consequences wait silently till they hit hard. And let's be honest, we even make excuses for improving ourselves. I'll start exercising next week. I'll read more books someday. I'll learn a new skill when I have time. Meanwhile, people like Simone Biles, real people, real life wake up, facing challenges they don't want, doubts they don't need, fears they cannot ignore. And still, they show up. They move forward even when their mind screams, "Not today." Here's the truth. You don't have to be famous to succeed. All it takes is one decision. Stop giving your life tiny excuses that add up to big regrets. Your comfort zone is clever. It whispers, "It's okay. Later? Tomorrow." But later is not coming for your bills, your goals, or your dreams. So ask yourself, if today you refuse to negotiate with excuses, even for 30 minutes, 1 hour, or a single task, how different would your tomorrow be? Every small action you take builds momentum. Every small excuse adds weight. The choice is always yours. Distractions, social pressure, and momentum. Have you noticed how easy it is to get distracted? One notification, one scroll, one just 5 minutes. And suddenly, your whole plan disappears. We blame tiredness, mood, stress, but the truth is, the world has trained us to excuse every distraction. You plan to work on your goal for 1 hour? Instagram pings. You open it. 2 hours later, you tell yourself, "I'll start after dinner." And dinner comes. And suddenly, it's tomorrow again. Even friends can be accomplices in excuses. Let's hang out instead of working. One more episode won't hurt, harmless. Maybe in the moment, but it's quietly stealing your future. This isn't just normal people. Look at LeBron James. Everyone thinks his success is natural talent. Off the court, people wanted him to relax, take breaks, party. Excuses were easy, but he didn't let comfort dictate his life. He put in the work when nobody was watching. That's why he's still dominating. Or someone like Zendaya. She could have said, "I'm too young." Not ready. The industry is tough. Instead, she showed up consistently, learned every skill she could, and created her own opportunities. The trap is subtle. You say, "I'll eat healthy tomorrow while scrolling reels. I'll save money next month while buying unnecessary things today. I'll start learning that skill next week while binge-watching videos of other people learning." Excuses are everywhere. Distractions are everywhere. And slowly, day by day, they eat away your potential. Here's the uncomfortable truth. If you don't fight small distractions, life will hit you with bigger problems, debt, missed opportunities, stress, regret, all starting from tiny, ignored moments. So ask yourself, what is one thing you will refuse to let a distraction or excuse steal from you today? Maybe it's 1 hour of focus, one small task, one conversation you've been avoiding. That one refusal is how momentum starts. Once momentum starts, excuses lose power, distractions lose their grip, and your life begins moving forward. Powerful conclusion and take action. Let me be honest. Excuses are comfortable, but comfort is a trap. Every person you admire, creator, athlete, entrepreneur, they all had the same 24 hours you have. They felt tired, scared, had bills, distractions, family pressures, and doubts. The difference? They refused to let excuses run their life. Ordinary examples? A student wakes up early to study while friends sleep. A freelancer sends proposals while everyone else scrolls. A small business owner wakes up at 5 a.m. to pack orders while the world is still asleep. All understand one truth. Excuses don't create results. Effort does. Every excuse, no matter how small, quietly adds up. Wasted hours, missed opportunities, unfinished goals, dreams that never materialize. Think about your mornings. You hit snooze. 5 more minutes won't matter. 5 becomes 10. 10 becomes 30. You're late, distracted, demotivated. You say, "I'll start my diet tomorrow," but you're building procrastination habits, not health. "I'll save money next month," but expenses quietly multiply. Life doesn't forgive these small excuses. Bills don't care how tired you are. Opportunities don't wait for confidence to arrive. Deadlines don't pause for motivation. Here's the good news. It's never too late to start. No matter how small the step, no matter how messy your life feels, you can take action today. Send that email. Make that call. Write that page. Save that dollar. Practice that skill. Start that side hustle. Action, even imperfect action, beats excuses every time. Action creates momentum. One step makes the next step easier. Confidence grows. Fear fades. Small actions today compound into big results tomorrow. So today, look at your life and your excuses. Pick one thing you will start right now. No delay, no negotiation, even if it's small, even if it's uncomfortable. Start imperfectly. Start now. The world doesn't reward potential, it rewards movement, effort, and showing up even when you're tired, scared, or unsure. Remember, excuses feel good for a moment. Action pays bills, builds skills, and creates your future. Every day you wait, life moves forward without you. Every day you choose excuses, opportunities quietly slip away. But every time you act, you reclaim your power. You take control. You move closer to your goals. You start paying your bills with discipline, effort, and consistency. So today, stop negotiating with excuses. Stop letting distractions control your decisions. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Start moving. Start building. Start acting. Even one small step today is worth more than 1,000 excuses tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. Excuses don't pay bills. Action does. Your future is waiting. Will you show up?